we're still alive, we're still kicking and screaming, and while this month has been one of the weirdest months in many of our lifetimes, we're still going to go ahead and roll the Bronco breakdown. So while the world has been on lockdown, it's been kind of difficult to get a hold of Bronco content and Bronco news to share with you guys. Obviously because there's not a lot going on right now. This month would have been entirely different had none of this quarantine stuff happened. I mean, it was rumored that the Bronco was supposed to be released to the public. You know, no leaks. Without a shadow of a doubt, you guys would have known what the new Bronco looked like. But obviously nobody wants to release a vehicle into the abyss of a quarantined world. So that got written off. So now we're still sitting, waiting for it to do whatever they feel like doing with the Bronco. So we have enough Bronco news. We were able to dig some stuff up. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. First off, dug up in the trenches of the United States Patent and Trademark Office, Ford has filed the trademark G.O.A.T modes. Now there's no proof as to whether or not this is Bronco related. It doesn't say much about it in the article that I read. There's a lot of speculation about what this could actually mean. Some people are saying that it's a trim level, which would make it the Bronco G.O.A.T. That doesn't sound too fancy. Okay, now because the trim level argument isn't actually likely, other people are saying that it's a series of performance modes or something like that. The official statement from Ford says it like this: it's drive systems comprised of automatic controls for vehicle, chassis, and powertrain controllers integrated as an integral part of a passenger vehicle. Essentially, this means that you are a push of a button away from having the perfect driving mode for your environment. So with that said, that leads us to speculate on what G.O.A.T modes actually means. What does it stand for? Is it the typical greatest of all time bit, or is there something a little bit more creative and deep that Ford is doing with this acronym? Let us know in the comments what you think the acronym stands for. It could be the list of grounds and terrains that this vehicle will perform on, or the environments. Go ahead and leave a comment down below giving your best guess. Next up, and also equally as weird, is it has been rumored that Ford will be giving the Bronco a dance mode. According to GearPatrol.com, Ford has filed another patent highlighting specific driving mode capabilities for the new Bronco. Now, while this sounds similar to G.O.A.T modes, we get a better insight with terms like daredevil and music modes, with the music mode being basically means your Bronco can bust down. So I don't know if Ford realized that we already have vehicles that do that. And quite honestly, if the Bronco doesn't bust down like this, I don't know if I'm too interested. But if it does get down like that, then you can definitely count me in. I am 100% using that out on the trail to get over some of those crazy obstacles. Now, whether or not we actually see this feature, it's up in the air, like everything nowadays. But I'll link a few articles down below for you guys to check that out. One last thing I'll do, and I know I've already asked you guys to comment, but if you could have any kind of gnarly, crazy feature in the new Bronco, you know, like it self-delivers pizza or something like that, go ahead and leave it down below. What you want the new Bronco to be able to do. We'll do wrong answers only, and I'll go ahead and give a t-shirt away to my favorite comments. So get to typing if you want to win some merch. Moving on from the new Bronco, again, without too much going on in the Bronco world, we were lucky to stumble across a full-size Bronco making it onto the big screen in a TV show called Better Call Saul. Now, it's a spin-off to the hit TV show Breaking Bad. That's really all I know about it. Now, instead of your typical, just driving a Bronco down the road or even a quick clip of the Bronco, the producers of this TV show blew this one sky high. So AMC made a sweet behind the scenes of the production and how they completely wasted a totally good Bronco.
We ruined a perfectly good Bronco.
Albeit 1980 to 1996 Ford Broncos still sell for relatively cheap. If you're getting mad at that, you definitely don't want to know how many cars they wasted in the Fast and Furious franchise, because that'll definitely make your toes crinkle. Anyways, check that behind the scenes video out and tell them that Wild Horses sent ya. So that is your last bit of Bronco news. Unlike last month, we do have a couple new products, so let's check them out. So first in line, we have our new EFI fuel pressure gauge. Now this screws onto a 1/8 NPT fitting plugged into your fuel hose. We do sell the fitting as well, so you can stack both of those and plug this straight into your system in order to monitor your fuel pressure. They are way more spiffy than your typical gauge and only cost a couple bucks more. On the pit bull, I'm actually running two gauges, one on the feed line and on the return line, just to make sure nothing weird is happening. You can run whatever kind of setup you like. These are available on our website. Next up, we have the Billet Rides door mirrors. Coming in 3 different color options, these mirrors were built to perfection. From the high density vibration dampening gasket to the precision hardware, these mirrors give your rig that edgy, high class look that you can't get with stock chrome mirrors. They're designed to bolt in the stock position, but can also be mounted anywhere else you see fit. If you plan on being at the front of the pack, get yourself a spiffy mirror so you can see everyone else behind you eat your dust. The link is below to check the mirrors out. And that is all of your new Bronco parts. Now, we've got big future Bronco news coming up. Let's dive in. So, first up, it's like it died and rose from the grave and then died again. Unfortunately, the East Coast Super Celebration has been rescheduled again. This virus is wreaking havoc on the Bronco world. I said it last time that nothing was going to stop it. But this virus just keeps on putting along. So we're adapting, we're surviving. And the new dates for the East Coast Super Celebration are October 7th through the 10th. So make sure you throw that on your calendar and make it out there, because it's going to be epic, because all of you guys are working on your rigs. So there's going to be more rigs there than have ever been there before. So just keep that in mind. Now, with the East Coast Super Celebration being pushed back, that actually puts it after the West Coast Super Celebration. Now, this is the first one that they're doing on the West Coast. It's going down in Colorado. The dates for that are September 9th through the 12th. Now, I know that all of us West Coast guys are super pumped, super excited. I know we at Wild Horses are totally stoked to go to this event, because Colorado is a beautiful state. So we're definitely looking forward to making it out there and hanging out with you guys at both of the Super Celebrations. So again, put that one on your calendar, September 9th through the 12th, and we hope to see you guys there. Lastly, the unfortunate news came in that the May It Forward event has been canceled. So just keep that in mind. Use the time to work on your rig, do some more stuff. Hopefully these events will be kicking. Obviously 2021 is going to be epic as far as events go. But they're just getting pushed back. So use this time wisely, guys. That's all I can say. As far as we know, nothing else has come up on the radar as far as future Bronco news goes. But rest assured, if anything does come up, we will keep you guys updated. Now, with all of that out of the way, you guys know what time it is. It is time to reveal the April Bronco of the month. Claiming the coveted title this month, we have Will Lennon's 1970 Ford Bronco wagon. This beautiful piece of machinery is sitting on 30-inch tires with a stock suspension and a 1-inch body lift. It's all powered by the iconic 302. Now, we picked Will's Bronco because of the absolute pristine job he did restoring this early Bronco. I mean, if you're not drooling over this thing, you probably want to go see a doctor. But obviously don't go right now. They're kind of busy. But there you have it, guys. That is a wrap to the April edition of the Bronco Breakdown. Congrats again to Will on being the owner of the Bronco of the month. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you wreck the like button. Make sure you comment what favorite feature or crazy features you want on the new Bronco. We're giving away a t-shirt to my favorite comment, so make sure you comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. And with all of that being said, we will see you guys out there on the trail. Peace!